Hey, what's up? What's going on? Alex Walton from the Boss Life blog here with my friend Tom Coito. He is a French-Swiss man. Good man. We met traveling on the road last year in Helsinki. Had a really good time partying across 3 different countries over a month or so. And we basically just had some mutual friends, met traveling, started traveling together. Really good times. Today, we're going to be talking to you about a topic that both of us are very passionate about. In fact, so passionate about that we have literally centered our lives around talking about these topics, teaching people about these topics from our perspective, and sharing these ideas with you here today. So, what are we talking about? Well, people call it different things: lifestyle development, lifestyle design. These are some things that people have called it in the past. What does it all come down to? Ultimately, are you living the life that you want to lead? If not, how can you get there as soon as possible? Because, me and Tom both, I know we can relate on the point of living for many years, sort of just doing the normal thing. The normal thing. Whatever was easy, what people said, do this, follow this path, get this job. Not very passionate about what we were doing. And that's a sad way to walk through life. So last summer we really got a chance to taste what it was like to live our dreams, traveling the world, meeting people from new cultures, learning incredible amounts of stuff about ourselves and life, and really enjoying ourselves. And that's how life should be. You should be enjoying your experience. So
yeah, like you said before, I think every morning you should be excited like a kid at Christmas. Like, oh yeah, I want to live this day and work on my shit or do the stuff I'm passionate about. Not having to push the snooze button because you want to resist life. Oh no, fuck this, I don't want to do this. So every morning you should be excited about your day.
I like the way you put that, a kid at Christmas. It's an idea we've been talking about recently because as I've been getting more into things I'm passionate about, I can't help but wake up early in the morning and immediately jump into my work. Whereas in the past, like we were talking about today, when I used to get up for school in the morning, I would dread that alarm clock going off. You may relate to that idea if you have a job that you hate, or if you're in school and you don't like it or whatever. If you're in a life situation that you're not excited about, when you wake up in the morning, sometimes you're like, I just want to go back to sleep and just sleep in. But the past few days, as I'm jumping deeper and deeper into what I'm passionate about, this blog, traveling, sharing these things with you, I can't help but wake up early. And it is very much like a kid on Christmas, that feeling when you're younger and it's like, you have presents waiting. And you wake up I used to wake up at Christmas like 4 a.m.
Yeah, me too, man.
Everyone else is still asleep.
Yeah.
But I just I'm like, when is everyone else going to wake up so I can open my presents? It is kind of like that feeling, and that's how you ideally want to be every morning. You want to be waking up excited to attack your day with vigor and passion, not just sleeping in to avoid facing another day in the lifestyle that you don't enjoy or are not passionate about.
Yeah, and I think the big perspective is that this is a planet amongst the universe. We're like a small piece of shit in the universe, and most of the people, they think that money is scarce, like the most scarce thing, but it's not. It's your time. Your time on this planet, it's limited. It's going to end very soon.
Time is the most scarce thing, not money.
Yeah.
Right.
So just decide what you want to do with this time, because it's very precious, and soon you will be out of it.
Out of time.
Yeah, out of time, exactly. So, and if you worked your whole life for a day job you're not excited about, or you're not doing the stuff you really want, then you're going to be fucking depressed when you're old on your deathbed. Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
So that's why we're passionate about just designing the life we want.
Yeah. I don't know if you had any examples in your life of people who got older and didn't live the life they wanted. I had a couple people close to me who were much older, very close to their 100 years old, who were not very passionate throughout their life. They lived within a comfort zone their entire life. They never had a job they were passionate about. They didn't chase opportunities or passions. They didn't pursue great friendships beyond what came to them or relationships. They sort of just, I used this phrase before, slept, walked through life. You've heard that phrase?
Yeah.
And it's really depressing, actually, to be around one of these people who are in their older age, who've never done the things they want. You can just feel the regret and the sadness and everything from them. That was, for me, like a negative motivator to never be like that when I was growing up. I don't know if you ever had anything like that or someone like that in your life.
Yeah. What I heard also is you either become a better boy or a better man. Like you can go in two directions. Either find your masculinity and become a real man, quote unquote, or just stay a kid and do the things you're told to do. Just not make a mess.
Yeah, I mean, for the girls as well. I mean, it's the same thing. Like you can become a quote unquote real woman and face your fears to achieve the things that scare you but that you want. Or you can take the safe route, stay within your comfort zone, and at the end of your life, you're going to really regret not going after the things that you always wanted to do. So what we're trying to do is help avoid that problem. We're trying to jump in, break your whole reality, put like a block in your brain and say, hey, if you're in a situation where you're not happy, now's the time to change.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Tom?
Because later it's going to be very hard. When I talk to old people now,
right,
and I suggest they could have lived their life and they can still do it now, they have so big defenses.
Yeah,
it's
the
almost
habit is
impossible.
strong.
And then they will become aggressive, and they will think you're trying to harm them or something. So
I've had
really
that
crazy.
as well.
Yeah. So,
it's like the bad habits are so strong.
Yeah.
When you've lived most of your life not doing what you want, if someone like us was to come and say, hey, even though you're 70, you can still go out and do some fun stuff, they're gonna most of them most likely are gonna
freak out,
and they're gonna rationalize that no, I don't need to do that, because to admit that they haven't lived their whole life how they wanted would be too depressing of a thought to really admit it to themselves. And that ties to another point where I'm thinking of one person in particular, won't name any names, someone close to me. It's like this person lives in a web of lies that stops them from seeing the reality.
One upon another.
Right. Stops them from seeing the reality of the depression that is the history of their life, because they never went after what they want.
Okay.
As dark as that sounds, it is a prevalent thing in today's world, because people don't really tell you to try to go after your dreams. They just try to make you like conform to whatever their intention is. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, we're here just to give you a little bit of positive inspiration, tell you about some of the different paths that you can take, and encourage you to maybe take a risk and maybe travel a path that is not as common as what everyone else is doing, which will be scary because you don't have maybe the support that you would have of as many people who are doing the same thing as you. You will be the rare one, you will be the odd one out, but ultimately, from our perspective, it's worth it to forge that path, to be able to ultimately live a life you like, and be able to look back on your life later and say, yeah, that was sweet, I enjoyed it, awesome experience. You have great stories, you'll be able to share your positive experience of life with everyone around you, and you'll just be an all-around great old person. That's what ultimately we want to be, awesome old people, right?
When you're old, you're not afraid to die.
Yeah.
Because you did everything you could. You reached your potential, you have no regrets. Yeah, I could die today, no problem. So.
I have a final point on this.
Yeah.
This is a thought I had back when I was working 3 jobs. I would sometimes work like 3 jobs in a day, and it was hard. I would be tired at the end of the day, but I remember feeling one day, I had this thought of how hard I'd worked, and I thought, wow, after a hard day of work, where you feel very fulfilled, and when you're ready for bed, it's like, that was a good day's work. I did everything. I made my money, I put it all the effort in. It's all out there. You know, when you go to bed, it's like, take me to sleep, take me away. That was awesome. On the other hand, have you had days when you don't do the things you want, or you say you just like watch TV all day, or just waste your day playing video games,
Feel like
or
shit.
yeah, you feel crappy,
Basically,
right?
yeah.
And how is that feeling going to sleep at night? For me, it's restless, anxious, lots on my mind, but not like positive, like just things I know I should have been doing more and I wasn't.
Yeah.
Do you relate to that?
Yeah, you worry about a lot of stuff, and I really need to do better tomorrow, and just on your mind, it's really
Exactly.
bad feeling. Yeah.
Bad feeling. Well, the thought I had on that day was, I felt like at the end of my life, if I work hard every day and do everything every day I know I'm supposed to, when I die, it's gonna be the same thing. I'll be like, wow, that was a good life. Take me away. I'm ready to go. You know, I put it all out there. Whereas this person who I mentioned, who is a negative motivator as far as an example of what not to do, I think at the end of their life it will be the opposite, where they know they didn't do the things that they should have done during their life, and it's just getting more and more anxious, more worried, and more unhappy as the life progresses. That's not what you want. You want to go out with ease, happy, ready to go. That was a good life. You don't want to be stressed and anxious that you didn't live the life you were supposed to. So hopefully this is inspiring.
And there is this mainstream quote that says, the definition of hell is the person you are now becomes meets the person you could have become. And we don't want to have that definition of hell, because
What does that mean? The person you are now meets the person you could have become.
and that's hell.
How so?
Because at the end of your life, if you didn't reach your potential and you see who you could have been if you reached it, then you're like,
no.
oh my god. So you don't want that to happen.
You don't want to go out like that. You want to be the person you could have been at the end of your life.
Yeah.
Cool.
Reach your potential.
Tom, I want to thank this guy for coming on the video to share the inspiration with you guys. Hopefully there's some people who have felt inspired by this and go after what you want because of this video. So this is a guy, he's out there living his dream, he's going for what he wants. He is not going to end up on his deathbed regretting. He's going to be like, I went after it. So I hope the same for all of you out there. Alex from the Boss Life blog signing out. Tom Coito.
Go for what you want, and do it.
See you guys soon.
See you.